Hold on, man. Hold on, man. We ain't gonna mic check this, man. We ain't even gonna mic check this one. We ain't even gonna mic check this one. I'm gonna put the music just a little bit loud enough. I'm in that bag, gang. Like my confidence is just high right now. You know what confidence is, bro? What's the definition of confidence if you my man's? Saying yes right now and figuring out the rest later. That's the type of confidence I got in myself. I ain't gonna lie, I'm with whatever. If that's the way to go figure it out, cool. I'm going that way. Yep. Yeah. The answer is yes. You know how like on Mission Impossible, they used to ask like Tom Cruise, your mission, if you choose to accept it, like, bro, that's how I see everything, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You say yeah? You say yeah? Hey, figure it out later. Who y'all double breasted on the double breasted? All right, folks. You tweaking, folks. You trolling, folks. You trolling. Folks. Yeah, you trolling, folks. Hey, nah, you forcing it. You forcing it. Go ahead. Yeah, Phonem said he's double breasted. Nah, everything no B. Join that live stream, folks. We definitely we finna chop it up. We finna chill over heavy. Oh yeah, lock in, son. You already know. That's not your body. That's not your body, gang. Just be normal, bro. Be a normal nigga. Nah, look, normal niggas wake up at about 10 a.m. You feel me, sleeping and shit like that, bro. You don't. That ain't your body. That you talking about going like you talking about going and really locking in for doing that shit that them 100 mil niggas do. Call you at 8 a.m. Say no more. At 8 a.m. I'm calling your phone, and if motherfuckers don't answer that phone at 8 a.m. on the dot, I promise you, for I want my honey on. Hey Siri, set an alarm. Set an alarm for 6:30 a.m. That's your vibe, bro. I believe in you, gang. You already know that. Join that live stream, brother. Join that live stream. You already know I believe in you, nigga. Mo everything. You know what I'm saying? This live stream right here, folks. You feel me? This motivated by the gang, bro. This motivated by my brother. Conversations with my brother. That's a fact, gang. Join that TikTok, motherfucker, folks. Join that TikTok. That's a bet, gang. Be missing y'all. It's time. Let's have a good time. What y'all think? If my internet starts working, all of my devices are tweaking and it's kind of frustrating me. Which is all good though, because we finna get it rolling. All right. So hey, very raw content. Very raw, uncut content. Not even sure how it sounds. Not sure how it looks. Really just kind of winging it a little bit here. But you know, sometimes winging it is good. Hi. How we feeling, man? All right. I'm getting text messages. It's a lot going on right now. Let me kind of get this in order. Let me get this in order, man. But we're gonna definitely have us a dope conversation tonight. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited about this. You know what I'm saying? Of course, from the consumer standpoint, you know, why would I be excited? But from a creator standpoint, yeah, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited. I'm able to get on here, be a little bit expressive, talk about what's top of mind, top of heart for me. Um, talk a lot with people who are like minded, care about the same things. You know what I'm saying? Kind of see this world a little bit similarly to me, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have us a good little conversation tonight. As y'all can see, the title is "Chilling for Real," cause I'm chilling for real. I'm in a season of I'm chilling, but it's like I think I chilled out too much. But yeah, I'm in a season of chilling for sure. And More everything, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff that we're working on. We got a lot of stuff that we're thinking about. Um, and we got anxiety. Yeah. And we got anxiety. And I love it. I'm happy we got anxiety right now. I ain't gonna lie. All anxiety is that, hey, look, peep this, right? Peep, peep. This is all anxiety is to me personally, right? Okay, cool. This is what we aiming at. And then right up in my heart, in my mind, is the plethora of ways that it can turn out. Man, what if I show up late? Or what if I don't present myself in this way? You feel me? What if this was a bad idea? What if I get humiliated from it? What if it fails? What if I lose all my money? What if? Oh, that's anxiety, right? But, but if you focus, what can happen is that you can choose the best possible outcome. You can break it down into actionable steps, and then you can take steps one by one. And then you start teaching yourself, you start showing yourself that you're capable of accomplishing things. So I'm in project management. Like, that's my niche. And that's one of the frameworks in which you have to approach projects with. And that's how I'm approaching my life right now, honestly, because I kind of want to go and do my own thing. I want to skyrocket. I want to go do something that I ain't never seen nobody do around me. And that's what I want to do for the reasons that I want to do it. That's what I want to do. And I feel like the anxiety attached to that is necessary. So bring it on. Bring it on. I'll take it. If that's what come with it, I'll take it. I can deal with that. If that's what come with it. But I just know what I want. You know what I'm saying? So at least we aiming at something. At least we aiming at something. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, another thing that I'm aiming at, I just got a notification on my phone. I got to do my Duolingo today. Because when I get to a year on Duolingo, I'm taking myself to Paris. I'm doing that for me. That's me in my life, no matter how small it is. You feel me? Just showing myself that I am capable of accomplishing things that I put my mind to. And the problem is that people hear Duolingo and they like, man, that's corny. Like, man, we working on this, we working on that. Listen, if you're not humble enough to start somewhere and start teaching yourself that you a winner, start teaching yourself that, yeah, everything in my life, no matter how small it is, I'm aiming at something. Like, I'm doing it for a reason. When you make that your norm, yeah, all of that stuff is coming. All of them big business deals, all of those big decisions, all of those crossroads, like they coming. You know what I'm saying? But you got to teach yourself accomplishment, micro acts of accomplishment every single day. That's what Kaizen is. That is the name of my unborn first son. Kaizen, continual improvement, relentless improvement. No matter what happens, you get better today. No matter what happens, you do not stand still and you do not go back. Everything ain't got to be a home run. Everything does not have to be a home run, but you need to get on base. All that striking out shit is not it. No, we ain't on that. No, we're not going back to where we came from. No. Just hit the ball and we got money. Feeling a little poetic today. Feeling a little poetic. Not feeling really yeah. Feeling a little poetic today. But that's how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's the season of life that I'm in, at least. If you ask me. All right, let me go through some comments. You know what I'm saying? See what we talking about. See what we talking about. Okay. Nini, hey. What's up, hey? Did anybody just hear that dumbass stuff that I just said? Nini, hey, what's up, hey? Sorry. Nini said, hey. Hey, Nini. Next. Snow, my boy, gang. Mary Lou, what's the topic tonight? Honestly, we just rolling, Mary Lou, but it's good to see you. I'm happy that you're here. Shout out to Mary Lou. Damn, she trying to get right to it. Anywho, tell Bestie when he get in here, Nini. Say hey. Yo, G Squilio. Happy to see you're back doing content, by the way. Yeah. Piece by piece, brick by brick. Brick by brick. Squeal. Nini, hey, Bestie. I just gained somebody with a hezzy pull on the left wing. Tiski, let me show you a move I did today. Here, peep this move. Watch the move. All right. Hey, listen. I know y'all follow me because I talk, but I can really hoop. Like, I'm really a hooper. I be at LA Fitness and shit like that, and now chasing real hoop dreams. Tiski, I'll be home in the month. Let me show you a move that I did on a nigga like 2 days ago. Gang, I like came down and like sized them up hezzy like this. Then I tween step back and then dropped it on my left and just blew by. Right hand. Smack glass. I thought I was Jesus Shuttlesworth. Telling you, gang, I've been training like Jesus Shuttlesworth. I'm telling you. So when I come home in the month, you got to worry about that. Listen, that's the other side of me. Like, that's my other personality that people don't really see. I'm either in a book or something like that, writing my little heart away, being emotional, being an emo, or I'm on the court talking reckless. Not gonna lie to you. Talking reckless. All right, I'm sorry. Anyway, somebody said my aura is so relaxing. After that episode, probably not. After that little episode that I just had right there about basketball, yeah, I'm sorry. I probably just completely ruined that. They have a podcast to learn French. Send the link. I got a question. Ask your question. A little slip up, no worries. I'm sorry. Maciano, this Corey QB, I dunked on you and run at Tiffin. No, you didn't. You ain't never dunked on me ever. And hold on. First of all, listen. Don't nobody ever come in my chat again talking about you dunked on me in college. Like, no, you didn't, gang. You did not dunk on me. Like, what's up with you? He's tweaking. What is your advice on someone that found love but isn't familiar to the love that they are receiving? Is it healthy? Is it genuine? I don't care what nobody say. You know when something is genuine and when it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, ain't nobody signing up to lose. I'm not at all putting that on y'all, but you know when something is genuine. Like, you know if, yeah, you just know. So, boom. Is it healthy? Is it genuine? And are you having fun? Are you having fun? Like, yeah, it might be new, but are you having fun? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they, of course, treating you well? Are they respecting you? Of course, but are you having fun? Like, are you actually around them enjoying yourself? If so, have fun and let that be that. You know what I'm saying? And you create moments and you cherish moments where you're having fun. And just because it's new doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. There's just a learning curve there that you're going to have to sit through and deal with. And that's actually dope that you get to experience that, you know? I think a lot of old couples, you feel me, like when they get to like the mid-age years, they not even having fun no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got nothing else to learn about each other. They ain't got no grandkids to tell the stories to. Yet, at least. You feel me? They just be bored. Because they just stop learning about each other. They stop going on dates and they stop, you feel me? You in a position where you get that fresh. You feel me? Like, you can do that now. So I think that you should enjoy it. That's what I would say. Enjoy it. It could be fun. It could be really a dope experience for sure. I would say have fun. Yeah. It says, hell no, my mom. Oh, sorry. Hell no, my mom and dad still have fun. Dev don't have grandkids though to tell anything to. Now I'm sure your mom and dad have fun for sure. I'm just saying that I'm sure that like in the beginning of your mom and dad's relationship, the piece of it where they had to figure each other out, learn about each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like also fun. You know, like that's also fun. What advice would you give someone who is getting over an old lover but they don't want to? Um, Keep going. Uh, the music ain't helping. Turn this shit off. Turn this shit the fuck off before I shed a tear in this bitch. All right. One, take your time. No rush. You know what I'm saying? About, yeah, you're forcing it. Oh, brother. Y'all funny. Hey, y'all better be funny when I see y'all. Both of y'all. Y'all better be funny when I see y'all. But nah, all in all, I definitely say take your time, of course. Um, use the time to heal. You know what I'm saying? Use the time to heal. Use the time to have a real conversation with yourself. Use the time to figure out who you are outside of that person. Um, and then from there, go and do things that make you happy, you and you only. And in that, you'll attract the person who is meant to be around you because you're living your purpose and you're doing your thing and you going through your day to day and all of the things. And naturally, the person who's the best possible person for you will just gravitate into your life because you living your life for real, for real. You doing your life. And that old lover was someone who was a part of the story. They were a chapter in the book, which is dope. You needed that chapter to inform this one, but you should be informed. And you should be informed on what you left for, what the disrespect was, what the dope moments were, what the bad moments were. And you aren't in that relationship anymore. So therefore, you can move on. You can keep on living your life because there's so much life to live and there's so much to be grateful for. So that's what I would say. Hey, I'm writing a poem and would love to share it with you someday for your criticism. Yeah, send it through. Send it through. I would love to read it. I love poetry. I actually just went to shout out to Kira J. I went to Kira J's uh poem reading. It was dope. It was really, really good. It was a vibe. Like I can do that. I can do a spoken word situation where it's like I'm lot not well I'm like in a small intimate space, everybody chairs, you feel me, and sitting on the floor or whatever, and I read to them like consider poetry, or I finish writing consider poetry too, which I'm actually writing right now. I finish it and then I read it off. You feel what I'm saying? I read it off live and I'll be like, yeah, like, this is what I was thinking about. This is the way that I did it. This is what I was on. This is where my head was at. Like actually making that a thing for sure. Um, what's on the whiteboard? What's on the whiteboard? I can't even see it from that far. Oh yeah, this is the concept for Consider Poetry 2. So I wrote Consider Poetry 1 already. These are the topics for Consider Poetry 2 that I'm working through. These are just a couple ideas. One of them is a flawed form of love. That's gonna get deep. Defeat negative thoughts. Y'all seen me make a couple videos about that. The shallow art of jealousy. Not a profound thing to do to be jealous. Though I don't want that one. Two types of intelligence, leadership, dementia and cushion funds. Yeah, dementia and cushion funds. How do those go together? Y'all should think about that before y'all read this. Consider poetry too. Coming soon. By the way. By the way. Yeah. Okay. Yo, you keeping up with the Diddy case? Phone them tweaking. Nah, not keeping up with the Diddy case. Nope. Only Diddy I know. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that was just gonna be a terrible joke. I'm happy that I got the discernment to know when a joke is gonna be trash and then not crack it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I got that. Spoken word. Now I'm gonna watch Love Jones tonight. Love Jones is fire. Stellar movie. Where are you from? Chicago. What are ways for you to love your lover as a male? Like the way I would love the woman? I think the way that I would love the woman always would be acts of service. You feel me? Women like things being done for them and taken care of. So, you know, I think that's one of the ways that I like to show it is like, yeah, let me take care of this for you. That's that. And being considerate. Be considerate. Yeah, be considerate. Understand what they got going on. Understand that they have something to talk about, even if they ain't the best at explaining it. Even if they ain't the best at explaining it, understand that they have something that they're talking about and they're wearing it. You feel me? They're emotional, they're crying, they're all whatever it is. You feel me? That tough moment is. Be considerate of that stage and sit right there until it's figured out. That's what I would say. Yeah, consideration and taking care of her. What is your type? Asking for market research purposes. You're funny, but my type, I ain't gonna lie, one of a kind. One of a kind. Sorry, one of a kind. I don't have a nah, one of a kind. A one on one. What are your thoughts on a talking stage or a situation ship? Not for me. Not for me. Um, I think that talking stages and situationships is a subtitle. And if you let a motherfucker subtitle you, that's crazy. You ever like go into like a Word document, you feel me? And you got like heading three. Heading three is the smallest like header size that I will use. I ain't going to a heading two and I ain't subtitling. Like, nah, I'm good. Title, you are my at this point like of life that I'm in right now, like where I'm at right now, you're my wife. If you're not my wife, then you not nothing. That's just me though. Sorry. Like that shit is childish. You feel me? Like we not playing childish games, in my opinion. It's like, what's the childish games for? You know? Like we either something or we nothing. We either something or we nothing, you know. We either something or we nothing. And not to the world standards. You feel me? Not to the standards of the world and being like, yeah, this is what a friendship is supposed to consist of. This is what a relationship is supposed to consist of. This is what a quality worker is. This is what a good man is, a good woman is. Like, not to the societal standards. Define a win in your life, in every area of your life, and then aim at that. You feel me? But if you're not something, then you're nothing. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What role do you think a person wait? What role do you think a person's friend group plays in their character, man or woman? Should we go back and forth? I think woman, when you look at her friends, that's the amount of stuff she's putting up with in her life. She's an average of those five people that she's around. Yeah, she's an average of them. So if she got a wild ass friend and then a super super sweet one and then a partier and then a da da da, like she's the average of them. And yeah, that's her. But guys, I think that a lot of the times we are trying to impress each other. And we're trying to impress each other, but we're not checking each other in the impression stage. So we're not like being like, hey, you know, oh yeah, I went and did this amazing thing. Dope, bro. Oh, I went and did this thing that I thought was amazing, but it was actually wild as hell. And everybody around me knows that it's wild as hell. Y'all should still clap for it. And then a lot of times niggas start laughing or niggas start clapping for it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what you got to know about a man's friend group is that like he may be around some people who don't got his best interests at heart. Not enough to check him. Like he don't got people that close to him. And if somebody ain't got people that close to them, man or a woman, then yeah, you got to watch them. But I think that as far as like a woman, I don't really know what they dynamics consist of entirely. But I will say from a man's standpoint, like the way I'm gonna judge it, like I'm gonna ask you about your friends. Who are you like actually kicking it with? What they be on? What do they do for work? What do they do for fun? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely, you know, take the average of that and be like, okay, cool. So now I'm about to actually like see how you move, you know? That's just me though. Getting text messages and stuff. Yeah. Chilling though. Chilling though. Okay, let me see what else y'all saying, man. But the weakest bar she ever spit. Hey, my love, how have you been? Oh, y'all talking to each other. Y'all not even talking to me. What if they don't have any friends? Ha ha ha. Who are the five closest people to you then? You know, like who are the 5 closest people to you? Because you're going to be an average of those 5 people, you know? And I think that a lot of times, you feel me? Them 5 people don't be the greatest people. You feel me? They be having some things that they be on and they dragging you into it. And I don't like it. And if I don't like it, then yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna do what's necessary for me. But if your 5 people is dope people doing amazing things and on point in a myriad of different areas of their life, like I know that that's trickling down on you. Like I know that's rubbing off on you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see that. Like I appreciate that. That'll make me, like who are you for real? That's the way I see it, at least. You feel me? Now I think that like a woman's friend group, yeah, that means something. But the way a woman was raised and how her parents treated her is more important. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like deeply rooted stuff of how like she ticks and how she works and what she wants and how she was complimented growing up and how she was disciplined growing up and how she was spoken to growing up. Like that's different. You feel me? That's like the real of the real. I feel like, yeah, looking at a girl's friend group, that's kind of like surface level ish. It means something, but it's not as like nitty gritty as like that family dynamic, because that'll mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? That hit different, you know. And them is conversations and questions that you got to be at a certain point to have. You know what I'm saying? You got to be at a certain point to have them conversations. What's your definition of a man in your opinion? Someone who handles his business. Someone who does favors. Someone who can teach. Someone who handles his business. Okay, cool. You got to stand on that. I said that I'm gonna do this, or I'm responsible of this. Whatever the case may be, I don't care what distractions come in the way. That's taken care of because I said so. He's got to do favors. If everything that you do is for you and for you only, I'm not gonna lie, you not really like somebody with real love in their heart. A lot of people will come around you and tell you that you should be selfish and you shouldn't take care of nobody. You shouldn't spend that money on that person. You shouldn't take that girl over there to do that. Like a lot of people will come around you and be like, yeah, man, like do it all for you. If you don't do no favors for nobody, like if you don't do nothing for nobody, then you're not a man. You're not a man and you don't know how to take care of nobody when it's that time if you're not practicing it, when it's not a responsibility. And then third, what did I say the third one was? Oh, and somebody who's a good teacher. You feel me? If you got people around you who you can't lead in any way, you know what I'm saying? If you can't like pour your heart out to some people and have them connect with you and understand you and get where you're coming from, then yeah, man. How would you describe a Proverbs 31 woman in today's world? Eh. Proverbs 31 woman was like, she's as precious as rubies. I think that a Proverbs 31 woman, like a real amazing woman, like a treasure to have woman, is extremely understanding, extremely nurturing, of course. You feel me? I think that comes with it, but it's like the understanding aspect of it, of knowing what it is a dude goes through, what the day to day is, and what type of things he's battling, and all of the things, and just recognizing that he's going hard, and she being able to support him in every area of his life where he feels like he's lacking or he needs more, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot to put on a woman. It's a lot to put on a woman for sure. But I think that like I said, you feel me? You are the average of the 5 closest people to you, but you become one with the person who you choose to do life with and you choose to make your girlfriend and all of that type of stuff. Like y'all kind of, and you got to make sure that you pick them right. Make sure you pick them right. So I don't know. I don't know. Do you think dating and courting is supposed to be two different things? I feel like we getting real wordy. Like I think that courting is, you feel me, you're pursuing somebody with the intent to turn it into something serious. So you avoid all of those things that come later on in the process. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to, the more intimate things. You feel me? You delay all of that and you spend a ample amount of time actually getting to know each other and all of the things. And you build up toward that. It's like, you got milestones in place almost that y'all aiming at and y'all just working toward it as y'all getting to know each other in a sense. Versus dating, I feel like it's more like less commitment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's less commitment. It's trying things out and seeing what your options are. It's kind of that type of thing. Um, yeah, that's kind of like what that would be. Yep. We live 4 a.m. in Russia. I'm just kidding. That ain't Russia. What's that? Is that England? I don't know what that is. Russia is funny as hell. Is anybody in the chat from Russia? Oh, that's London. Okay, my fault. I saw. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. I want to live abroad. I want to do some traveling. Where should I travel to first out of the country? Low key. Low key. I want to. I think I want to go. I think my first out of the country trip gonna be Paris. I need to go somewhere where I'm gonna be inspired. Or no, it might be DR actually. It might be DR. Yeah, I might. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be. Yeah, it might be DR. Yeah, we'll see about it. Nah, I changed my mind on the guest thing. It says, "How as a man do I improve on being emotionally intelligent?" I don't know. All I can say is just always be open to learning. You feel me? Always understand that someone's perspective is fact to them, and it can be fiction to you, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth listening to. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, even if it's not true, well, not even if it's not true. Like at the end of the day, that's gonna be someone who you'll run into later down the line, and you would want to know what type of person that is for real, for real. Like if you meet somebody who's shisty as hell, you know, you will want to learn a little bit about their shisty ways. So when you meet another person who kind of shows them red flags, you have in the back of your mind, like, yeah, I know somebody like that. So that's what emotional intelligence is to me, is the fact that, yeah, I'm learning no matter what. And I'm going to approach this and I'm going to respond as if I'm learning because I actually am learning. But that's the mindset. I'm not here to make it seem like either one of us is tripping because we're expressing ourselves. So I think that in those acts of expression, a lot of them don't have to be conflict at all. A lot of them could be learning moments and learning curves and teaching moments on both ends, you know? But I think that there's a fine line between trying to make sense of stuff and things that don't have two answers. You know what I'm saying? Like things that, like, nah, like that's dead wrong. Like we don't even have to have a conversation about that. Like stuff like that, yeah, push back. But if there's an opportunity to learn what somebody is saying and learn what is upsetting somebody, then yeah, you should definitely sit back and open your ears. What steps do you take to manage your emotions in a healthy way? I be chilling, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't be having negative emotions for real. Not anymore. Not negative emotions that I feel like I can't handle. You know, I think that the negative emotions that I feel is a little bit of guilt, some shame, some anxiety. But I'm the type to be like, man, fuck that shit. Like that's literally how I be. I be like, man, fuck that shit though. And I just keep on pushing the needle, and I just keep on waking up, and I just keep on attacking the days. I keep on controlling what I can control. But that don't mean that the emotions don't exist. You feel me? And even when they exist, I'll be like, yeah, fuck that shit. Like it's cool. Because it really do be cool. Like I personally want bigger problems than the problems that I have. In all honesty, so I'd be like, yeah, like fuck that shit. Like let me go aim at these other problems. And that's literally like my mindset. And them other problems is like, man, all right, let me paint a word picture. Okay, so look, the bigger problems that I want, right? Let me paint a word picture. It's like, okay, cool. My wife and with the kids, you feel me, and they wilding, they annoying her, whatever the case may be, and she hungry, and now she get mad at me and she crashing out on me or whatever the case may be. She want me to run to the store and go get her something, but it's raining outside and the basketball game finna come on. I want to watch the basketball game, but whole time she in my ear acting crazy. So you know what? I'm finna walk to the store in the rain to go get this young lady what she wants so she can stop yelling at me. But I'm gonna miss the game. That's the type of problems I want in my life. It's damn, I'm finna miss the game. But all of that other shit, the anxieties and the little shit that I battle, I ain't gonna. I'm finna get that shit right up off me, and I'm gonna be good money. I'm an emotionally avoidant girly, so I was just curious on your thoughts. Are you avoiding your emotions or are you avoiding expressing your emotions? Avoiding your emotions, no go. Right? I'll tell you no a million times. Expressing your emotions, I ain't gonna lie. You don't always have to. You know, sometimes you can keep things to yourself. You can sit with it because at the end of the day, you know it better than anybody else in the world. Yeah, even your therapist. Yeah, your therapist is a very smart person with degrees and colleges and all of the things. But in all honesty, you know more about yourself than anybody ever will. So if there's things that you know for a fact you can handle internally to avoid the humiliation, the embarrassment, and the, in all honesty, unnecessary opinions on your situation, I ain't gonna lie. You can handle that yourself. You can. I believe in you. I believe in you to internalize that. Yeah. So there's got to be a healthy balance of how much stuff am I just pushing down and not ever addressing versus how much am I gonna address? You feel me, to get that help and that perspective that I need from someone else. You feel me? It's got to be a healthy balance. But everything that you ain't got to show your cards all the time. You know, like if you a crash out, you ain't got to show nobody that. You know. Yeah. It says my issue is I think everybody lying. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you grew up getting bamboozled and people deceiving you, and people telling you things that aren't true. And I apologize. I'm sorry that that was your experience. You feel me? But I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people be keeping it 100, and I think that when people keep it 100, you now have to learn how to respond to that because now somebody's telling you the truth. That's different than somebody lying to you. If somebody's lying to you, they're trying to save you from something. It's a piece of them that cares about you in a wicked way. But when somebody tells you the truth, that's them caring enough about you to not deceive you. So they respect you, but they're also giving this to you with a grain of salt, knowing that you have the option to leave. Do you really want honesty? With somebody who's kind of putting you on a plank of, you feel me? Yeah, you have to make a decision. It's like very ultimatum the truth. But that's respect. That's like real respect. You feel me? If somebody is being honest with you. And pick your poison. Pick your heart. I'm a very honest person. I be keeping it 100. I be letting you know exactly what it is and what it ain't. And I hope you stay. And I hope you understand. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give it to you just like that. Everybody going to sleep. Y'all some grandmas. All right, man. Well, we've been on for 42 minutes. Everybody going to sleep. A bunch of grandmas in the chat. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. I'm finna go on here and just go on mind my business. Like, y'all, all right, bro. Talk about it's 4 a.m. All right, go ahead. You're not even tired. Nah, it's cool. Go ahead. Y'all got it, bro. That was another one. It's your boy Maciano. Yeah, everybody sleepy. So we gonna let them babies sleep. Everything. Oh, I unplugged my headphones and I'm breaking stuff. That's how you know it's time for bed. I love y'all. Long form content to be on YouTube as soon as I can get it up. We'll drop some reels tomorrow. Strike the band. We good money. And we good money. Lay y'all. Peace. That's what we call a live stream, baby. That's what we call a live stream. Now let's turn the music up. I'm trying to take out like a rock shit.